Hello there. This is lesson 6 in a series of 10 lessons where we are learning about the volume of different shapes. And in this lesson 6, we are going to learn about the volume of a sphere. A sphere is thought to be a three-dimensional object which has a circle at the center, like that. The volume is given by the total space occupied by that sphere. So, to get the formula for the volume of a sphere, we need first to get the surface area of this circle. And the surface area of a circle is given by pi r squared. But since there is a sphere, we need to multiply with an extra r because the volume of all three-dimensional objects must have r cubed. So now it becomes pi r cubed, like that. But again, the volume of a sphere is thought to be 4 thirds the volume of a cylinder. So now the formula becomes 4/3 pi r cubed. And that is the volume of a sphere. And now that you understand the logic of this formula, well, now I can say volume of a sphere is given by 4/3 pi r cubed. Can we try an example? In this question 1, you are told a sphere has a radius of 6 centimeters. Calculate the volume of the sphere. Give your answer in terms of pi. So to do so, we already know the radius of that sphere is 6 centimeters. And now that we know the volume of a sphere is given by 4/3 pi r cubed, then here the volume will be V is equals to 4/3 pi. Since we are told to give the answer in terms of pi, we will not simplify the pi. Then r cubed, where r cubed will be 6, then cubed, like that. Then from there, we can open the brackets and say it is now 4/3 pi. Now 6 cubed will be 216, like that. But you see we have a 3 here, so I can divide by 3 1. 216 divided by 3 is 72. So now it becomes volume V is equals to 4 multiplied by 72 pi, like that. But since we know 4 multiplied by 72 is 288, then we can put it there and then say pi and then centimeter cubed, and then becomes the volume of that sphere. Can we try another example? Here you are told the volume of a sphere is given by the formula. We already know the formula. The sphere has a radius of 5 centimeters. Then work out the volume of the sphere. Give you a answer correct to 3 significant fingers. So of course the volume we asked is that, and we already know the sphere has a circle at the center, like that. Then we know volume V is given by 4/3 pi r cubed, like that. And then from the question, we know the radius r is 5 centimeters. Then again, since pi is a constant, we can say pi is equals to 3.142, like that. So to get the volume of the sphere, we need to say volume V is given by 4/3 multiplied by, or I can just put that multiplication 3.142 of pi, then multiplied again by r cubed, which is 5 for now cubed, like that. Then from there, we can open the brackets and say that volume V is given by 4/3 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by 125, because 5 cubed is 125. and 25. So from there, we can take all these values and say 4 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by 125, then all of them and divided by 3, like that. So it becomes 523.666. Sorry, but then you are taught to give the answer in 3 significant fingers. So it will be, I'll count 3 values here, 1, 2, 3, and then check the one on the side of the decimal. The first one, if it is above from 5 and above, I'll add 1 here. So it will be 524 centimeter cubed, and then becomes the solution for that volume. So can we, in this question 3, you are told a sphere has a radius of r centimeters, and then we are told write down an expression for the volume of the sphere in terms of r and pi. Give your answer in its simplest form. And as we said, of course, the volume is the space covered by the sphere. Sphere tends to have a circle at the center, and then we are told the radius, of course, of the sphere. Radius is equals to r, and then of course pi is equals to pi. We are given like this. Then we are told to write the volume of the sphere in its simplest form, and we know volume of a sphere is given by 4/3. Now pi r cubed, like that. But you see, we are taught to write it in its simplest form. So of course, this is the simplest form, or if you want, you can change this one to decimals, and then you add centimeter cubed so that it becomes volume. So from there, can you try this question 4 and see if you understand the logic? It says the volume of a sphere is 523.6 centimeter cubed. Calculate the radius r of the sphere. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. That one you need to apply the formula. But now in this case, since you don't have the radius, you'll now have the volume, and you try to interchange the numbers to get r as the subject of the question, and then you divide to get its value. So from there, can we try question 5, this practice question? You are told a sphere ball has a radius of 7 centimeters, then work out the volume of the ball. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So we already know the radius r is 7 centimeters, like that. And then we know volume V of a sphere is given by 4/3 pi r cubed, like that. And we already have the radius, so volume V then will be 4/3 pi. We can retain pi for now, like that, then multiplied by r, which is 7, but now cubed. So I can just say 7 by 7 by 7, because 7 cubed is 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. So now in this one, I can use pi as 22/7. I'll say 4/3 multiplied by 22/7, then multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. And you see this 7 this one can cancel, and now I remain with this 7 and this one. So it becomes now this 4 multiplied by this 22. Now it becomes 8. 8. Then again multiplied by this 7 multiplied by this one. It becomes 49. Like that. Then we divide by this 3 here. So it becomes 8 multiplied by 49 divided by, which becomes 1437.333, but you are told to give your answer in 1 decimal place, so now it becomes 1437 point. We look at the first decimal place here, it is 3, and then the next one, if it is above 5, you add 1 here. If it is below 5, you retain it like this. So in this case, this 3 here is less than 5, so we'll retain this 3. So it becomes 14.7.3 centimeter cubed. So that's how we find the volume of a sphere. So if you have any question or there is a place you don't understand, you can ask me. I'll try my level best to answer in the comment section. And let us meet in lesson 7, where we are going to learn the volume of a different shape. And bye for now.